Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here watching this video, I assume it's because you've seen my other videos and you are interested in making a dog harness. And if that's the case, hit subscribe, hit like, and hit follow, because we're bringing it to you right now, okay? Now, you got a couple decisions to make. You got to go buy you some cheap rope or buy you some good rope. Alright, good rope might take a little bit less work, but as you can see, my good rope, I messed with it enough that the end's already busted loose. So, yeah, good rope. Whatever. I would go buy some cheap rope if I was y'all. Okay. And what I mean by cheap, Harbor Freight has a pretty amazing deal on rope. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You can buy 100 foot of it. They're not sponsoring this video or anything. I'm just straight out shouting out to them. You can buy 100 foot of rope, say $10. Okay. My green harness is made from their rope too. It was 150 foot though. That's how it's got such a long lead. Okay, now you take that rope and you cut it into two pieces, right? Before you cut it into two pieces though, you want to melt your ends. And then you work your slack out of your end as much as you can, and then tie this end to something secure, and then keep working it all the way to the end. That's when you got two pieces of rope. And you got to do that to both ropes with cheap rope. Okay? Now, however, if you want a long lead, like if my lead ain't long enough for you and you want a longer one, you might buy 2 strands of 100 foot rope, and you'll have another 25 foot to braid, or however you're going to do it. You can make this, you can personalize this however you want. That's the cool thing about this. Alright, now I'm going to show y'all basically what it is. If you don't know what a bowline is, you need to, because here you go. It's pretty simple how to tie it. And stick it through there, right? Pretty simple, right? And that's the bowline. Yeah. Easy to get out too. I mean, that's what a bowline's for. You tie them, you get them out real easy. I'll show you that again, okay? And if you don't know, now you know. Brought to you by me. Okay? Alright, cool. Now, if you do that with 2 ropes, or actually, you know what? Let's just grab the end of these ropes over here. And you see the loop right here? I'm going to tie a bowline with that. This technically, I think, is called a double bowline. I don't know what this is called. But anyways, if you tie this with the loop on the end of it, you wind up with the loop, right? And technically, you could use this for a harness. You know what I mean? Not a harness, but a little pull collar. You know what I mean? Put that around your dog's shoulder like chihuahua. Boom, bam, right there. Alright, so anyways, take that out. If you use your imagination for a second, let me adjust because my legs are not made for this. I'm getting too old for this stuff. Alright, yes, I am using my leg for a camera stand. How embarrassing is that? Alright, so if you use your imagination with me, and you pretend that this rope, just pretend that this rope has, like, say, 50 feet or whatever, going off this way on both strands, okay? And use your imagination here, and ignore this tape. You see that tape? Ignore that tape. Okay, we're going to make a loop here, and you pretend that there's a loop here, right? Now, if I was to tie a bowline, whatever they're called, out of this, I think they're called a bowline knot, what would I get? Well, I can tell you because I already did it, and it's right here. Okay, and basically, you get my harness. That is my harness in a nutshell. That's it. Served up to you in a nutshell. Now, there is some important things I need to discuss with y'all about this. Alright, the most important thing is, when you are tying this knot with 4 strands of rope, the most important thing is, you have to keep your ropes straight. And there's a reason why I have mine longer. You'll see why in a minute. But, if you don't want to do what I'm going to do with this, then you might want yours the same length as this one. Okay, you're going to see what I'm talking about in a minute. But we're not to that point yet, so just bear with me. You're going to want every rope on this thing to be straight. Every rope. These, if they're crooked through here, you have to start straightening them out through here. So hold these and work them straight. And your rope will have to be loose. Your knot, will have to be loose, and you work your rope straight. They'll be stacked on top of each other at first, and you work them around all the way to here, and you hold these straight, everything. And you're gonna be using 2 hands for this. You hold these, you get these straight, and you get them all straight all through here. You follow your knot. It comes back here, blah blah blah, comes around here, and then comes up through here. Mine straight as a whistle. All right. The most important thing that I can tell you is these 2 on my outside, on the outside of my loops here, right here, they were the ones that was on top. I moved them to the outside because it helps to be able to tell what ropes you're moving, because you have to take this and put this on your dog to figure out how long you need these loops to be. Alright, because you're custom making this to your dog. I'm showing you how to do it. That's all I'm doing. But you're going to have to adjust each one of these loops and these to the desired need or desired length. Okay? Alright? And don't give up on this. Alright, don't give up on me yet. Alright, people? If you're still following me. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, every harness I've ever made up until now, I've always left these to be the ones dropped to the back, dropping down the dog's back. Okay? And I've always used the upper ones, the outside sister loops, if you will. I've always used them for my neck. Now on this particular one, and the one in the video that I'm going to show you, I decided to go the other way just to show you people how universal this thing is. It really doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So I'm using my 2 inside loops for this. Now the first thing I'm going to do, just to try to make this a little bit faster, is I'm going to pick up the first 2 loops and grab the bottom loop from the front, and bring it underneath all of them. Why? Just because I thought it would make it faster, and I immediately could tell I messed up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was funny, though. Alright, and then I'm going to grab the 2 loops and take them from the inside and take them to the front. Okay? That's one. And then I'm going to try to do this one-handed. It's going to be a little bit goofy here. I need to keep this one separated a little bit better than what I had. I'm going to lay it over. Alright, and then we're going to have the butterfly effect, or we should have the butterfly effect here momentarily once I get this all straightened out. Now y'all got 2 hands, y'all can probably do this without any weight. Hopefully y'all see what I'm doing here. You want the butterfly effect, the full effect, and you want the little tail, and the good old wings, and the other good old wing, which I feel like something's wrong, that's why, and the other good old wing, and this wing. Okay, now you could simply just pick this up and stick these in here like this. You could do that. You could. Alright, I'm gonna set my camera back up here for a second. My leg's feeling better. I'm an old man, people. Alright, so you could do this just like this, and that would probably be alright. But that's pretty crummy, don't you think? I think so. So, here's an easier way. You just do this. Just like that. Did y'all catch that? Alright, I'll do it again. You stick your thumb just like this up through here, and then bring it back to the center. It makes a shorter loop. I don't know if y'all could see that. Here, you know what? I can see how the sun is messing with my video here, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn a little bit. Bear with me. Ooh, my camera stand's working out great, except for the whole shakiness, huh? That was weird. Earthquake! Look out! Alright, so if you ain't drunk from what I just did, puking in a toilet somewhere, and you're still following me, here we go. You stick those through there. It should look pretty good. I did not do that right. Or I did it right, but I mean, I didn't. Alright, so if you want to do this option, like I said earlier, then your loop here should have been the same length as this one, basically. Okay, now the reason why my loop was longer on this one is because I wanted to do my third option. Okay, you can do this right here. Alright, if you just simply roll that over and pick these two up right here, and stick this in this side, and then stick this one in this side. And what that's gonna do, close out, and now you got a handle. And it's gonna separate it when you're done. Now technically we're to the point where you could slap that on your dog. You could slap that on your dog right here. You know what I mean? Like, here's his head coming through. You know, bring this around his neck, and this is going down to, you're gonna drop down his side. Now, this is the very important part. Okay? You want to take these two from underneath here. And technically, I mean, you could take these and go that way with the left. But if you do, you risk pulling this rope. And this rope leads to here. So I would take this one and go around this way. And take this one here and go to the left. You know what I mean? Because these two ropes here pull these two, and these two pull these two. So I mean, I know where my ropes go, but yeah, you can do whatever you want personally, because that ain't really gonna pull that one. That one's locked in pretty good. You know what I mean? It might pull it a little bit, but it ain't gonna pull it enough to matter, really. So I mean, yeah, slap that on your dog and move on to the next video, pretty much, because I think we pretty much covered all the bases here. But yeah, you're gonna go, I'll go ahead and tell y'all what you're gonna do, I guess. If y'all are in a hurry, you're gonna take these two ropes that you go to the left side with. You're gonna go underneath your dog, through his legs, up this one, up and through this one, and then back to this loop over here. And then you're gonna go under your, you wanna pull, alright, so let me backtrack. When you go down and through your dog, it's gonna make a strand, it's gonna put a piece of rope there, right? And it's probably gonna grab this one. More than likely it does. So you want to make sure this one's not caught up in that. Okay, be clear with that. Okay, and then if this one's clear, then you feed the rope through it and go underneath your dog and come through. But at the same time you're doing that, you have to be doing the same thing with the rope that comes this way. So when you took the rope and went to this one and through here, you should have paused right here, grabbed this rope, and came up this way, came through, and did the same thing with this rope. Then you'd have two ropes hanging down right here, and then you simply grab the rope hanging down right here, come to this side, make sure this one's clear, do the same thing to this one, make sure this one's clear, and then you got two ropes hanging down here. And then from this point, you go to the opposite sides, and you go under your dog, come up, and you go to, oh, where'd my loop go? Where'd my loop go? Oh, here it is. And you go to this one here. Okay? And then there's a few more steps I'll cover in the next video. But there you go, people. We're pretty much there. Just stick around for part 2. Hit subscribe, like, and please share this video with any dog lover you know. They all need to know about this. This will save a person a fortune. This harness can fit multiple dogs. Like always. Love your dogs, people. Love your dogs. And start using collars for what they were meant for. Dog tags. That's it. Plain and simple. Come on. Come on. You gotta help me with this.